Celine, you're okay. You're okay, Celine.
You're good.
Good. Hands are starting to loosen up.
Celine Dion had been diagnosed with a rare neurological disorder, and her sister has recently shared that her symptoms have unfortunately worsened. Now, if you think of the word icon in music, you can't help but think of Celine. After all, this is the woman whose voice has powered countless emotional ballads, won over millions of hearts, and let's not forget, she made a Titanic hit out of a song that still gives us chills. And while we may know her for her endless string of hits, philanthropy, and dazzling red carpet moments, it's what's happening behind the scenes that has left fans deeply concerned. Celine Dion is not just a name, she's a phenomenon, a force of nature with vocal cords made of gold. But what happens when even the strongest voices face an unexpected silence? Before we dive into the trials, triumphs, and tragic turns of Celine Dion's life, let's rewind to where it all began. After all, how did Celine Dion, the woman whose voice can make grown adults weep, transform from a small-town girl into a global icon? Few names in music history are as universally recognized and revered as Celine Dion's. But her story is one of humble beginnings, hard work, and a voice that couldn't be silenced. Born on March 30th, 1968, in the tiny town of Charlemagne, Quebec, Celine was the youngest of 14 children. Yes, 14. Imagine a household where you not only had to fight for attention but likely a spot at the dinner table too. Yet, this boisterous, bustling environment was also one of music, love, and unwavering support. It was this very foundation that helped propel Celine into the stratosphere of superstardom. Growing up in a musically inclined but financially modest family, Dion's story is a testament to the power of talent and persistence. Her parents, musicians themselves, had a vision for their children. Sure, money was tight, but they found richness in song, forming a family band called, fittingly, Dion's Family, and touring local venues around Canada. In an era when streaming music and viral hits didn't exist, they were out there, building a legacy from scratch. Now, picture this. At the tender age of 5, Celine made her debut in a small piano bar owned by her parents. It wasn't some grand arena with thousands of fans, just locals sipping their drinks, oblivious that they were witnessing the birth of a star. But when little Celine opened her mouth to sing, it was clear to everyone that this kid had something special. Her mother, Therese, was quick to notice too, and being the proactive momager that she was, she penned Celine's very first song. It was only a dream. Spoiler alert, it wasn't just a dream. Therese sent a recording of that song to a man who would soon change Celine's life, René Angelil, a well-known music manager. And if this were a movie, cue the dramatic music here, because this moment was a game changer. René was so floored by Celine's voice that he literally mortgaged his house to fund her first record. Imagine that level of belief. A man willing to bet his entire life savings on a 12-year-old girl because he knew she was destined for greatness. It's not just a talent story. It's a love story, a faith story, a leap of faith story. But being a child prodigy in Quebec wasn't enough. Celine had bigger dreams, and so did René. They knew that if she wanted to break out on the world stage, she had to expand beyond French-speaking audiences. So what did Celine do? She dedicated a year to learning English, because why not take over the world while you're at it? By 1990, she released her first English-language album, Unison, marking her official entry into global music markets. Chart-topping singles like Where Does My Heart Beat Now quickly made her a name beyond Canada and France, and the stage was set for her meteoric rise to superstardom. It's not often you find someone so determined to break down barriers that they literally learn an entire new language for the sake of their craft. If there was any doubt left about Celine's unstoppable journey, it was crushed when she represented Switzerland at the 1988 Eurovision Song Contest. Yes, Switzerland, not Canada. Let's not get into the politics of that. She won with the song Ne partez pas sans moi, and it was clear. this wasn't just a Canadian treasure. Celine Dion was about to become the world's sweetheart. And then came the ultimate crown jewel, Titanic. When My Heart Will Go On hit the airwaves in 1997, it was as though the universe said, "Okay, this is it. You've made it to the top." The song became one of the best-selling singles of all time, winning her an Academy Award and cementing her status as music royalty. Honestly, can you even think of the Titanic without hearing Celine's voice in your head? Nope, neither can we. In 1994, the world stopped for a moment when Celine Dion and Renee announced their engagement. A love story that was equal parts fairy tale and powerhouse partnership. For years, Angelo had been more than just a manager. He was the man who had believed in her from the start, who saw in her the potential for global stardom. So, when they publicly declared their love, it was a natural progression that fans and industry insiders alike couldn't help but celebrate. Their wedding, nothing short of legendary. Held at Montreal's breathtaking Notre Dame Basilica, it was the kind of grand ceremony fit for a queen. And, in a way, Celine was music royalty by then. The event wasn't just a union of two hearts, but also a fusion of love and admiration that had been building for years. It was like watching a scene from a romantic movie, except this was real life and it was being played out on the world stage. While Celine's professional career skyrocketed to new heights, her personal life deepened with Renee by her side. Not just as her mentor and manager, but as her unwavering source of love and strength. Their relationship wasn't just a footnote in her story. It was a cornerstone of her success. Together, they faced down critics and skeptics who questioned everything from their age gap to their professional dynamic. But if there's one thing Celine Dion has always been, it's resilient. And this phase of her life showed that her talent was matched only by her strength. With Renee's belief in her abilities as a bedrock, Celine climbed to the very top of the pop music world. But even legends face battles that test their resolve. Despite the glitz and glamour, Celine's personal life was filled with trials that would break many. In 1999, when Renee was diagnosed with throat cancer, the world saw a different side of Celine Dion. Not just the superstar, but the devoted wife willing to pause her booming career to care for the man she loved. It was a heartbreakingly real moment that connected her to fans on an even deeper level. This was no longer just the woman who gave us soaring love ballads. This was a woman who lived those emotions every single day. As if her husband's illness wasn't enough, Celine also faced a deeply personal battle with infertility. For years, she and Renee struggled to conceive, and though Celine kept much of this pain private at first, she later shared it with the world. She underwent numerous rounds of IVF, a roller coaster of hope, heartbreak, and resilience. And when she finally welcomed her first child, Renee Charles, in 2001, it was a victory that resonated far beyond her own life. It became a beacon of hope for countless women experiencing similar struggles. Her joy didn't come without its share of ongoing pain. Renee's health continued to deteriorate, and Celine faced yet another personal tragedy when she suffered a miscarriage in 2010. But even in the face of this, her spirit remained unbroken. That same year, she experienced the miracle of life once again with the birth of her twin boys, Nelson and Eddie, a testament to her unshakable faith and resilience. Celine's journey to superstardom wasn't just about topping the charts. It was about navigating a life filled with both triumphs and trials. Through it all, she showed us a woman who, despite unimaginable hardships, continued to stand tall. She wasn't just a musical icon. She was a devoted wife, mother, and example of sheer willpower in the face of adversity. Her ability to maintain grace while balancing the heavy demands of her personal life with her professional career was nothing short of inspiring. Her music during this time became a direct reflection of her experiences. Celine's songs weren't just hits, they were anthems of resilience. From the soaring notes of My Heart Will Go On to the deeply personal lyrics in tracks that followed, her voice became the soundtrack to her own life's ebbs and flows. As she faced heartache, loss, and joy, her audience followed her every step of the way, finding strength in her strength. In the end, Celine Dion's story is not just one of fame and fortune. It's a story of human perseverance, a tale of love and loss, and a reminder that behind the glitzy lights of superstardom lies a woman whose spirit has always shone brighter than the stage she stood on. While Celine Dion's career has been a testament to unparalleled talent and success, it has also been shadowed by profound personal tragedies, each one met with her signature poise and unyielding resilience. The passing of her beloved husband, René Angelil, on January 14, 2016, marked the end of a love story that spanned more than 4 decades. It wasn't just a romantic relationship. It was the foundation upon which her life and career were built. Losing him was like losing a part of her soul. And yet, Celine bared her grief openly, offering fans a glimpse into the depth of her love for René. But, true to her form, Celine displayed incredible strength in the face of her pain. Just a month after René's death, she returned to her Las Vegas residency, an almost superhuman feat of emotional endurance. It wasn't just about continuing her career. It was about honoring René's legacy in the only way she knew how, through her music. In this act, she not only kept the promise of their shared dreams alive, but she also showed the world that even in her darkest moments, the show must go on. Tragedy struck again in 2020 when Celine's mother, Therese Tanguay Dion, affectionately known as Maman Dion, passed away. Her mother's influence on her career had been monumental, and losing her was a devastating blow. Yet, in another display of resilience, Celine, who had a show scheduled that very day, still took the stage. She later remarked that her mother would have wanted her to perform, and in doing so, Celine once again demonstrated her remarkable capacity to find strength even in the deepest sorrow. These losses didn't just leave scars. They shaped her, both as an artist and as a person, adding layers of depth to the emotions she poured into her music. Celine's ability to channel her grief into her work was evident in songs like Recovering, written by Pink, and Courage from her 2019 album. These tracks became anthems for anyone who's ever faced loss, reminding listeners that even when life delivers its hardest blows, there is always a path to healing. Celine Dion, through her tragedies, became a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of perseverance and fortitude. She transformed her personal anguish into universal stories of strength, inspiring countless fans worldwide. In recent years, another chapter of Celine's life has sparked curiosity and concern: her health. Following the loss of René, her significant weight loss became the subject of widespread speculation. Fans, critics, and media outlets alike couldn't help but notice her slimmer figure, sparking a firestorm of rumors. From whispers of eating disorders to claims of stress-related weight loss, the conjecture swirled around her relentlessly. Some attributed these changes to the overwhelming grief she felt after losing René, while others pointed to the harsh, unyielding pressures of the entertainment industry, a place where public figures, especially women, are scrutinized for every pound lost or gained. The speculation became so intense that Celine herself had to address it publicly. In true Dion fashion, she tackled the issue head-on, candidly discussing the reasons behind her weight loss. She revealed that she had been grappling with health issues for some time, but one of the primary factors, she explained, was her passionate engagement in ballet. After René's passing, Celine turned to ballet as a form of physical and emotional release. Ballet, known for its demanding physicality, helped her cope with grief, and as a result, she naturally lost weight. She explained that as people age, their metabolism changes and muscle mass tends to decrease, something she experienced as well. Moreover, she cited her evolving sense of style, which had become more sophisticated and fashion-forward, aligning with her slender frame. In response to the scrutiny over her appearance, Celine firmly stated, "I'm doing this for me. I want to feel strong, beautiful, feminine, and sexy." It was a statement not just about her body, but about her autonomy over it. Celine has always been a woman who makes no apologies for who she is, and this situation was no different. Despite the public's fixation on her health, she remained laser-focused on her music, her personal growth, and her continued healing. Celine Dion's story of navigating public scrutiny over her health shines a light on the pressures public figures face, especially women, regarding their bodies and appearances. Yet, through it all, Celine has remained unwavering in her authenticity. She has never allowed the pressures of fame to dictate her narrative. Instead, she continues to be a role model for resilience, honesty, and strength. Her journey through personal loss, health challenges, and public criticism is more than just a celebrity story. It's a human story. Celine's legacy isn't only built on her extraordinary voice or the iconic songs she's gifted to the world, but also on her ability to confront life's hardest moments with grace. Every hardship she's faced has been met with the same poise that has defined her career. As she continues to evolve as both an artist and an individual, Celine Dion's life remains a masterclass in perseverance. Through soaring triumphs and devastating sorrows, she has shown that it's not just about how high you climb, but how you stand strong when the world seems determined to pull you down. In this, Celine Dion stands as a beacon of unwavering strength, a legacy that will continue to inspire generations to come. Dion has not only conquered the music world, but has also proven herself as a savvy entrepreneur. At the heart of her business empire stands Feeling Incorporated, an artist management company she co-founded with her late husband, René Angelil. Based in Laval, Quebec, Feeling Incorporated oversees the careers of various artists, continuing to thrive as a testament to their shared vision. Dion's entrepreneurial spirit extends beyond artist management. In 1990, she ventured into the restaurant industry, launching the Nichols chain alongside René. While she eventually stepped back from the restaurant business in 1997, her touch remained on various ventures. Her stake in properties like La Mirage Golf Club and Schwartz's Deli, alongside her partnership with entertainment figures like Andre Agassi and Shaquille O'Neal to open the nightclub Pure at Caesar's Palace, speaks volumes about her business acumen. Her foray into the beauty industry proved equally successful. In 2003, Dion partnered with Coty to create Celine Dion Parfums, a line that has since accumulated over $850 million in retail sales. Her latest fragrance, Signature, debuted in 2011, supported by an advertising campaign that embodied Dion's refined image. The fragrance line, like her music, connects deeply with her audience, further solidifying her status as a global icon. Dion's influence extended to fashion in 2017 when she launched the Celine Dion Collection, a line of handbags and accessories that achieved over $10 million in sales after just 3 releases. Reflecting on her journey during a press conference, Dion revealed how her late husband had previously managed every aspect of her career, from show arrangements to interviews. But now, she declared with confidence, "I'm the boss." This moment marked a pivotal shift in her career, signaling her transition from following René's meticulous planning to independently managing her own empire. Dion's entrepreneurial endeavors highlight her versatility and determination to excel in all areas, from fashion to fragrance to food. Her legacy in the business world mirrors her musical career, bold, successful, and always pushing boundaries. Whether through her chart-topping hits or her ventures outside of music, Dion has proven that she's much more than a powerful voice. She's a force to be reckoned with in the business world. Celine Dion is currently suffering from a rare neurological disorder called Stiff Person Syndrome, SPS. She revealed her diagnosis in December 2022. SPS is a condition that causes severe muscle stiffness and spasms, which can significantly impact mobility and daily functioning. Although this disorder is chronic and can be debilitating, there's no indication that Celine Dion is dying soon. However, it has affected her ability to perform, leading her to cancel or postpone shows. She has been focusing on her treatment and health, working with her medical team to manage her symptoms. The most prominent symptom of SPS is continuous muscle stiffness, especially in the trunk, back, and limbs which she experiences. This stiffness has worsened over time, making it difficult to move or walk. It has affected her posture, mobility, and even her ability to perform daily activities. She experiences sudden and painful muscle spasms, which can be triggered by things like stress, loud noises, or even physical touch. The prognosis for SPS can vary from person to person, and while it is a serious condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that her life is imminently at risk.